Hiya girls, we are Barney and Lukey and we are the hot young visionaries behind Truffle Pig Wigs.
And this is Cliffhangers, the unofficial, unrequested and unhinged RuPaul's Drag Race recap show.
The views and opinions expressed on Cliffhangers are from a couple of women who just love drag and have zero real business judging it. If you are not a fan of red-hot acidic critique, turn back now.
I got a hangover. Whoa.
Hello and welcome to the Hangover. It's your girl Heavy B up on the limousine.
And the one and only Miss Lucretia Gorgia.
Gorgiana. How you doing, Lukes?
I'm doing good. We're just taking an interim from making a crazy
Interim?
wig.
I don't even know him. Yeah, absolutely fucking insane wig. Every so often we get a wig commission that it really pushes the boundaries of like, what do we feel comfortable culturally doing? And it's like, should we be making money off doing a lock wig? I guess we'll find out. Do we also want to be the kind of people that turn down
Work?
Money? No, but no. Like turn down. Like, what if they can't find someone else to do it? And it's like,
exactly.
Oh, what? So now wigs with locks in can't be made. Like,
Straight off the bat with cultural appropriation.
Yeah,
that is us.
That is us. This is coming. Yeah, I mean, we've made some wigs in our time. We've provided wigs for the Asian version of the Ivy.
We had to make caveman wigs for Natural History Museum, where we basically had to just create these insanely bird's nests that I think is best forgotten in the words of Steps.
Yeah. They were basically like, oh, you need to do like a wig of dreadlocks, and we were like, we'll not do that. But what if we did matted hair for you? And they were like, no, it needs to be dreadlocks. We were like, we will not do that. And in the end, we just kind of like went at wigs with brushes and hairspray.
Yeah, we did not know what we were doing.
Just like one big matted mound. Anyway, Lukes, how was spooky season?
Is it over now?
I unfortunately live in spooky season. The spooky season is all year round for me because I'm an ooky spooky bitch.
Well, me and my boyfriend were checking it out. Some people say it starts in like June, like after like the end of summer. Then it's like spooky season. Spooky season for 3 months.
I guess if you're following the pagan calendar, it's like after summer solstice. Well, but particularly Samhain is like when the veil is thinnest between the world of the living and the
Dead.
Yeah, it's not actually. I saw something about it. I was reading something about it today. Actually, it's not actually like when the living and the dead. It's like something. It's like the spiritual realm and the earth realm.
Sure.
So yeah, but happy Samhain to all who celebrate. And what was your favourite Halloween costume that you saw?
I think I'd probably have to say good friend Tom Berry. His Tonya Haddix, I want to say, chimp crazy costume, went down a storm and didn't quite win the prize at not the Glory, what's she called? Divine. But it was a crowd clapping thing and they did quite well.
Most importantly, I think we start stripping people of the title Deep Friend of the Pod if they're not subscribed to Hangover. And
True.
Unfortunately, celebrity stylist Tom Berry is not subscribed. He's not one of our many subscribers. So.
No, rude.
Did you see, I hate to call this bitch out on the pod because you know she ain't my girl, but did you see Kim Kardashian?
Well, Alexis
Stone. It is yet another version of that family just like biting someone's creative. Like Alexis Stone has, for all those that don't know, Alexis Stone is a transformational wizard. Yeah, I don't know what.
Yeah.
They used to do drag, which I don't think they do anymore.
Well, they became famous because they would do such good
that makeup transformations.
Yeah, but
celebrity.
They'd like sort of turn around and they're Justin Bieber or Madonna, and it's like it looks like a photo of someone else's face.
And like
on
the
their
manipulation of like the light, like the way that they would paint someone's face onto their face, it's just like absolutely insane. It's like such high art.
And then they've got very into prosthetics, and now you'll always see them like dressed in full head to toe Mrs. Doubtfire at the front row of like fashion shows and stuff.
Yeah, and they've done like Jessica Lange and like Meryl Streep as in Devil Wears Prada, and just like all of these.
The cat lady.
Oh, Jocelyn Wilderstein.
Who's they met the other day?
They do Jocelyn Wilderstein's glam now.
Yeah,
which is insane, and they're like very, 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 very popular. Also, quite divisive on the internet as a figure.
Well, they conned everyone for like literally like 6 months or something. they were only ever seen with these prosthetics on, but no one knew they were, of just like the most insane like fillers and shit.
They've always
and
been, like,
everyone
super
was just getting like so much. Everyone was sending so much hate mail, like you've gone too far. And then after a while, it was like, actually, this was all fake, and like, look how horrible goblins you all are.
Yeah. They're like super into like body modification and like transformation, and they did this whole project where they were like, obviously. Everyone was like, wow, the surgeries. Because they were like, this is my ideal of beauty. And everyone was like, you look like a fucking Frankenstein. And then, it was just all, actually, they were
But actually, you're the most ugly on the inside. Wow. So, so now they've done Kim Kardashian as an albino crocodile.
They famously bought one of the props from the film Annihilation starring Natalie Portman on Netflix is an albino alligator. And they made a full replica albino alligator. And Alexis Stone bought it in an auction and has this albino alligator, and they had this whole like video that went really viral about it because they were like, it's the most beautiful film prop I've ever seen. They spent like sort of like £40,000 on it or whatever.
Wow.
And they were like, I'm buying it because I want to get a glass dining table and have that in the base, have that in the dining table. And like everyone, And obviously Kim Kardashian saw this because in their post on Instagram, which they've obviously posted, it's kind of like they're like, in the same way that they'd be like, Manfred Mugler, like, make me a dress and I'll wear it or whatever.
Manfred Mugler, will you make me a match?
Literally. That they're kind of like, you've done this, you do all these projects and also you have this amazing prop, make me into that. And it's like, there's just like not a fucking creative thought in their head. Do you know what I mean? It's like, even with Skims and stuff, it's like, they'll bring in Nadia Lee Cohen and be like, I'm going to use your exact like iconic photographic style and like something that you've built up, this Americana, like hyper realistic, like sort of, your signature style, and just like use it for Skims. And it's like, even for a Halloween costume, it's just like,
I think that's more of a comment on how not easy it was for Nadia to sell her image away.
Bitch, Kim Kardashian was like, let me use.
But it makes more sense to me that Kim would want to be like, I want to look cool like that, rather than be like, do you really want to link yourself to some underwear company?
But wouldn't you be like, if you were Nadia Lee Cohen? Well, if Nadia Lee Cohen, I'd be cashing them checks. I don't care. Like, she's a billionaire. But if you had any integrity as a brand or any like brand identity, wouldn't you like surely be like, I really like her style. How can Skims and that meet, rather than just be like, let's just recreate Nadia's work?
But at least
Skims?
they used Nadia. They didn't just be like, hey, someone else make me this. But that's like what I was saying to you earlier about the Amelia Dims. She's like the one from Monsters
she
Inc.
Looks
But
so
it's
fucking
but it's
good,
like,
though.
at what point? I don't know. It's just, I feel like part of the fun of Halloween is like you like making, you don't have to necessarily make your costume from scratch, but putting it all together. So like, if you're just paying a team of people to come in and do you up, like.
But I guess if you're like, you say that as someone that is crafty as fuck, can make costumes, can make wigs, can do makeup, all of this stuff. It's like, actually, like, I don't reckon Amelia Dim's got the chops, you know? And she's like, I want to look good, but I don't have any, she has no creative capacity.
But I just think, like, it doesn't really impress me.
No. I mean, she's not high on my list. But when I saw this, the prosthetics that Alexis did for Kim is like so sick and so brilliant. And even like the way that they filmed it and everything is so like quite unbelievable. But I just think like at least come up with original idea. Like, you're not just like biting, I'm basically dressed as the alligator that Alexis Stone wants in her dining table. And I've got Alexis Stone to do my makeup and my prosthetics because she does that. It's like, babe, like, whatever. Just like stick to dressing up as like culturally insensitive icons. Like, you've done Jasmine, you've done Aaliyah. Like, what else?
Speaking of annoying celebrities, we've got to talk about Lily Allen saying that she earns more from her foot pics on OnlyFans than she does to her apparent 8 million monthly listeners on Spotify. First of all, who the fuck are these 8 million people still bumping Lily Allen?
People fucking love Lily Allen.
But 8 million monthly, that seems ridiculous.
Crazy fucking numbers, isn't it? But then I think as well, like, I saw, I can't remember who was talking about. Oh, it's Snoop, I think, was talking about like when
his foot content.
Yeah, but his fucking getting the dogs out on OnlyFans. No, he was like,
is that why he's called Snoop Dogg?
Yeah. The Snoop Dogs. He was basically saying that he received from 1 million monthly listens on Spotify, he received something like $100. It's like basically like an insane amount of money. And he was like, this is the model now that exists. Not only do you the problem used to be that you'd have major labels being like, you're in a deal where you get like, once you've paid off all of this money that we spend on your album that you have no say over, and you have to like, your album, we get £1 back for all of the albums that are bought for £12. And then with that £1, you're paying off, we spent £6 million on your album and you actually haven't signed off on any of this. Once you've done that, then you can start moving up to getting like 12% of the... It's like fucking crazy. It was like, that used to be the deal that you would have that everyone wanted to get out of. And he was like, and now we've moved to a deal where you not only do you have that dog shit music, like you have that deal with your label, now when your music's being listened to because no one buys albums anymore, it was like the deal for the fucking streaming is even worse. And he was like, people keep coming along like Jay-Z and being like, move to Tidal. And it's like, it's better by like 0.6% or something. It's like...
Hasn't that flopped in a big way?
Yeah, absolutely. But like Apple's fucking terrible for artists. Spotify's terrible for artists.
Well, that's why these people are coming out of the woodwork years later to do like the tour they said they never would because they got no other...
Well, famously...
That's the only way you can get it, really.
Yeah.
Tours and merch, isn't it?
Yeah. Like tours is like the only lucrative thing. But equally, because of... I saw... I don't know if we've talked about this on the pod, but I saw a thing the other day that said we could see the end of clubbing by 2029 if clubs close at... the rate that they have currently been closing over the past 10 years.
Not surprised. Oh, you were right. You're choking.
2020. I know. I've got. I just really needed to hiccup. By 2029, because I didn't know this, but like apparently there's lots of European cities that are clubless. That
What?
They have,
That's so weird.
They have bars and they have venues.
But there's no like middle ground.
No. So you have like the O2 Academy and you have your things like that where it's like, or like the Lexington, that's like, it's a pub and it has bands play. But apart from that, like it doesn't have like clubs that you can go to. And then I was thinking, I was like, Dawson used to be like the place to go clubbing. And I was like, oh my God, when you walk at night along the thing, it was like, where is open? Dawson Superstore, Divine.
What, these days?
Yeah, Vogue Fabrics. And that's actually it.
Yeah.
There's no other clubs. And it was like, fuck, like if that's like one of the main clubbing places in London, like they used to, I could have named 20 clubs on Kingston Road.
Go for it.
And then 20 clubs.
Yeah.
That's so boring for the listeners. These people
like
I've never
forcing
even
you to
been to
go on the spot.
Dalston. But do you know what I mean? It's like, and yeah.
Yeah, my boyfriend's a DJ and he basically used to spend most of his career just like on the road down there and barely have to go anywhere.
Fucking crazy. I was on last weekend, I was on Kingston Road and it was just like, we'd like try and find somewhere to go for a drink and it was like the only place we could find were like bars. They were absolutely packed because they're tiny. But just like bars. And it was like, there's actually nowhere you can just go. Like,
have a boogie.
Yeah, have a little dance. Also, just quickly to go back to Halloween, did you see Violet and Gottmik at Heidi Klum's party?
I've just seen him now.
They went as SpongeBob and Patrick in like a full Disco Daddy Diamante like outfit. Like insane.
Was it Patrick?
Wasn't it?
No, it's
Oh, Squidward.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah. I'm not actually a SpongeBob diva. I've never really seen
It's
it.
so funny.
Really? I've
never saw it when I was little, but they had like about 3 seasons on Netflix, and I was creasing.
I've heard it's very good high watching.
Well, obviously.
Yeah, which actually we've decided that famously in our podcasting careers, us mixing substances with doing podcasting has never really worked well. Every so often we'll like do it. We'll have like a drink and get drunk. And then we'll be like, oh, let's just listen back to it, see what it sounds like. And it's just like, it'll go from like being like an hour and 10 minutes to just like 4 hours of being like, I just think it's so good. Just like,
me squawking.
Unintelligible
like a
conversation. Yeah, so that's cute.
But I don't think smoking weed's going to be any better because then we'll just be like, yeah.
I don't know, but we might be super giggly.
That's really fun for
The
them to
giggly
listen
girlies,
to.
come on. Right, I need to talk to you about something that's appeared on the internet.
Wait, first of all,
Go on.
what was Heidi? I didn't see what Heidi was dressed. I saw all these teasers of her getting ready.
Oh, I did see a photo, but to be honest, I can't have been that groundbreaking because I actually can't remember at all. Let me have a look at what the Klumster's saying. But what's your favourite Heidi Klum? Great, my phone's just died. What's your favourite Heidi Klum outfit that she's ever done?
Don't know, can't remember any of them off the top of my head.
My absolute favourite is when she went as that like fucking like maggot slug thing.
Oh yeah, like a pupae.
Yeah.
I just wish her and Seal were together still.
Breaking your heart.
Yeah.
What celebrity breakup has broken your heart the most?
That's upsetting to me. Khalees and Nas is upsetting to me.
Khalees and Nas is devastating. Can I be real with you? Can I be vulnerable on the pod?
Please.
On the Hangover? Zayn and Gigi.
No, good riddance.
Oh, you fucking hated her, didn't you?
Yeah, Zayn's my baby.
Yeah. I just thought they were such a cute couple. I like it when two people's energies match, and I thought
And then wouldn't he
supermodel,
do
superstar.
Strike Her Mother or something?
Listen,
He's on everywhere. Leave him alone.
And Yolanda Hadid's fucking nuts. Sorry, wow. Like, as soon as it's someone we like, it's like hit women. But also, isn't it like? First of all, I'm not saying hit women ever, but also wasn't that disproved? It was like that's absolute bullshit.
What's all that stuff about her and her Lyme's disease or something? Or
Yolanda?
Yeah. I think I listened on Celebrity Memoir Book Club and they were just absolutely taking the piss out of her because she just keeps doing all these fundraisers for this disease that.
So basically, when she appeared on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, she was like quite a big. So when she first appeared, Gigi and Bella had only just started modelling and they weren't famous at all. So she had these two daughters, and when
Bella was a hog still.
Pre-NJ.
Pre-hog.
Yeah. She
post-hog.
She was married to David Foster. Do you know who David Foster is?
Nope.
He's like the white. Who's the guy that wrote all the Michael Jackson songs?
Oh, his daughter
producer.
is the one from The Office.
Famous producer.
Yeah.
Why do I think it begins with an S? Anyway, very boring. He is a very famous. He's worked with. He's written so much. I keep on going to say it and I can't bear it. He's written so much famous music and he's produced and worked with basically every single like famous artist that there is. He also is like a very like heavily decorated producer and writer. In fact, let me give you some background. He's won 16 Grammys from 47 nominations. Quincy Jones.
I had to go via Parks and Rec and find Rashida Jones.
Sure. He's the white Quincy Jones. But yeah.
Quincy Jones.
16 Grammys. And he's just very very big was a big husband on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
So sorry, this is Yolanda's.
Yeah, she was married to him and she was like his trophy wife. Like she was an ex-model and she was like obviously very gorgeous, and Gigi and Bella were just starting modelling and she was very problematic on it. She famously made this is where Almond Mum came from. She said to Gigi, she was like, Gigi can get very puffy in the face, so she has to keep slow down on the carbs. She was like, Gigi, remember, if ever you're feeling faint, just have an almond. People are like, your mum is pushing eating disorders on you, but sure. She also as well, at a photo shoot, was like, can you take some of the makeup off? Because Gigi just basically, when you do heavy eyeliner and she looks a bit Asian, and so can you just take some of the makeup off? I was like, bitch, she's shooting for a magazine. Who are you? Why is your mum here? Get her off. Like,
were they minors at the time?
Probably like 16.
Yeah, so
Bella was just like a very sort of like moody, slightly heavier girl with a nose that was walking around, and she was also got like a DUI at one point in it. But through maybe by her like second season, she was like, I've got Lyme's disease, and so has Bella. But one of the housewives was like, we don't believe you. And there was this whole thing.
Maggie thought she had Lyme's disease from paddling in the lake at Secret Garden Party. I don't know if we've ever got to the end of that.
My poor babe. That's quite insane. What, she just thought she got bit by a tick?
Yeah.
Oh, God, that's horrible. We've had enough of tick stories on the pod. Also, as well, when I told a story about a unnamed person getting bitten on their testicles and someone finding it when they were sucking him off, the girlfriend finding someone was sucking off, someone in real life was like, yeah, I know that story. I know who it was. I was like, ah! Who was it that said that they knew who it was?
No, I don't bloody know, Barney. I can't remember. I can't keep up.
So basically, one of the housewives was like, we don't believe you that you've got Lyme's. They were like, your husband, who is Mohammed Hadid, who is one of the, like a very, very famous luxury architect, he was like, no, Bella doesn't have Lyme disease. And I don't think Yolanda does either. And then they have this basically whole
Famously, though, men don't know anything about medical things.
Mohammed Hadid then also had about 10 people come out and say that he sexually assaulted me. So believe women. And so yeah, so crazily then her like whole storyline but basically became about like having to prove, even though she was like in bed and going in and out of hospital like constantly, trying all these different alternative medicines, flying around the world to have all of this like different holistic healing and stuff. They were like, we just don't believe it. Like she posts on Instagram about it a lot and it's just like quite like off-putting. And then her husband, David Foster, was like, well, when I married you, you were like fun and like did stuff and now you're just like in bed all the time. And he divorced her.
I've got Lyme's disease.
She was like, I'm literally dying. And then it was like, yeah, but like, are you? Like, is Bella? She seemed fine.
Oranges and lemons say the bells of St. Clements, honey. That's all I know.
Yeah, crazy. I need to talk to you about something that happened on the internet this week. And I need to get your thoughts and feelings. So there was a video. Maybe I could insult the noise, but do you want to see the video? It's like,
Yeah, why not?
okay, so there was this video that happened on, I think on TikTok, but have you seen the guy that's like, Subway takes? And he's like, what's your Subway take? And they hold a little Subway card and they're on the metro in New York and they're like, I think that cheese is boring or whatever.
Sure.
Have you seen that?
No.
Okay, so he's like, he does these series and they're like, it happens a lot. And it's this, I think like this like comedian guy. And this is the one that happened. Right. So she says, right, you need to listen to this, okay?
So what's your take?
My take is that a lot of queer people lead hetero lives.
A lot of queer people lead hetero
By
lives.
not unpacking their homophobia.
Secret homos, if you will.
Exactly.
Can I say secret homos?
Sure. You get a pass.
Or no, quiet queers.
Quiet
Queers. These quiet queers live in straight lives.
Exactly.
Wearing khaki pants and tucked in blue t-shirts saying, I'm gay, but you're not.
Also because they refuse to destigmatize, decolonize their brain. It's like people can be queer in identity, but still remain culturally straight.
What is culturally
Okay,
straight?
and this girl with the bad haircut and bad tattoos goes on for a long, long time.
Isn't that a bit... Okay, no, go on.
No. Let her cook. What, isn't it a bit what?
Like when, if, say, like a black person was talking very well spoken and someone's like, you're talking white, don't talk like, it's like, oh, well, so only black people can only sort of speak like in like hood lingo or whatever.
It's like the whole conversation is like, it's like we're having like these races of like queerer than thou. Like, what the fuck do you mean that a person can be queer in sex, but in like culturally straight? It's like, what the fuck? It's
So if
like,
you're a lesbian without a carabiner, you're a liar.
it was literally giving me like, I saw it on the tube, it was giving me like heart palpitations. I was like, first of all, how fucking biphobic. Like, there are literally women that are queer. Like, I say women because I care more about the women. There are people that are queer that are dating men. Like, but they are still, like, and then how do you quantify that? What are your parameters? That it's like, are they leading a hetero life because they've chosen that they are actually with a guy?
So to be queer, it's literally
You have to be queer
your like
all the time,
materialistic
24/7.
things, or just like how you look. It's not.
Yeah, it's aesthetic. Like, you're not making the right aesthetic choices in order to be perceived queer. So what? You can make other people feel better about you looking queer.
I think having 2 arms full of traditional tattoos is pretty straight, my love. So.
Yeah, my love. So the question is, can you be queer but culturally straight? Does the queer identity inherently involve being like, I guess as she's saying, like culturally conscious? Like being queer is a radical political ideology where you're like, it's
So are we
rooted
born
in...
queer or are we not born queer?
Yeah. Is it a choice? Like,
Yeah.
what are you saying here? And it's like, oh, is it... She's basically making the point that making the point that it's like rooted in like rebellion, and that you're in opposition of cishet norms, and like to be queer is like a political act, like blah, blah. And so therefore, like if you're just choosing to just like be in a relationship, that's you're actually being quite straight. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, why are we doing these like Olympics of like who is more like I was literally gonna say woke then, but that's kind of what it feels like. Like,
But woke, I think like the baddies have made woke seem stupid, but it is a. But wasn't there someone recently saying that they are culturally gay? Who was that a couple of months ago?
That was your friend. I don't know I can't think of a code word to say because I don't want to say their name on the pod. But
No, it was a famous person said this.
oh, really? Oh, yeah, no, I do. But do you know who I'm talking about? That's your friend. That.
Partridge in a pear tree.
Yeah. Yeah, someone did say that they were like culturally gay. Also, do you remember that like Andrew Garfield was like, oh, when I was doing Angels in America, like I basically like lived as a gay man. Like I'd get together with all my friends, we'd watch Drag Race. It's like, wow. Like you might as well have been at Stonewall, my friends. Like that's quite a fucking. Also, as well, the thing that I hate about this is it like leaves absolutely no space for like the most important archetype, which is the gay brain dead hottie. Like, there is plenty of queer people that are going around that don't have a fucking brain cell between their ears and like, oh, what, you're telling me they're not queer? That's the queerest thing ever. To be like so disconnected from everything that's
so
going on
full of
around you.
semen.
Yeah, I'm just like fucking
There's no
hot
room left
and
for
dumb.
thoughts.
Like, how fucking dare you? Like,
What are the comments? What are people saying?
people are literally like, this is why I hate gay people.
Fair.
It's so good. It's just, the thing is that irks me about it so much is like, how dare you fucking sit on that? Talk about queer people. Talk about like liberation. Like, I mean, they go on for fucking ages. But it's like, bi people exist. Like, how can you're you're just like talking as if it's like one or the other. That it's like either you're queer and you have identifiers and markers that like people have been like, they are a queer person. They've First of all, what the fuck does it mean to destigmatize and decolonize? You're not
Your
saying real
brain.
things. Like they're just words. It's just word jumble. And then it's like, yeah, okay, so they're queer, they look queer, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, but they're living culturally straight or whatever. It's like, but bisexual people, like, yeah, they are in a hetero relationship or whatever. Like, but it doesn't mean they're not queer. It's just such a fucking biphobic thing to say. And she's like, oh, I really fucking
What
ate-
about the
ate with that
asexual
one, didn't I?"
girlies and people just
what about
walking
the people-
around in their business casual stuff? Some of these UGG-wearing pumpkin latte people are going to be in
On the queeros?
Yeah, but let them live their autumn lives.
Queer people come in all shapes and sizes, and most of them are ugly.
Yeah.
Like, just like get into it. And also, like, not that much of a looker on the video. Not
No.
gonna lie. She was giving quite, who was the lead singer of the Midnight Beast?
I don't know.
Stefan.
I don't know.
Do you know who that-
No, you've mentioned them before, and I don't think it
Giving
kind of
giving quite that energy.
Can I talk to you about some animal news that's been going on?
I just would like to talk about something that I'm not going to take umbrage with, Professor Umbrage with.
I hope so.
I feel quite heated about that whole situation. And I'd just like to finish that point with saying, alternatively, you can choose to keep your hot takes off the internet. And that is something that I think as a society, we should exercise more. I don't think, even though I love these little like subway takes, like I think if you're stupid and dumb and have stupid and dumb ideas, like let's not bring it to the internet.
No, but
I mean,
they
we
clearly
literally
think
are.
that they are. She
Yeah,
clearly
yeah.
thinks that she's like really onto something, and that everyone's going to be like, "Wow, this."
Keep that shit a chatter for
Icon.
your urban gardening groups where they belong. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Lest
your
we
mountain climbing.
Lest we not forget the beauty in silence. Sorry, Lucrezia.
Dolphins bite on pufferfish to get high and pass it along amongst each other.
Like puff, puff, puff.
Yes, literally.
Bitch.
Pufferfish are known to contain tetrodotoxin, which in small quantities can kill a human in a minute. But these cheeky chappies seem to have worked out that not only does it give them a narcotic effect when they consume it, but they know exactly how much to take and when to pass it on to their friends.
That is so sick.
Pass the puffy to the left-hand side.
So they
they're basically flatlining edging.
Oh shit, you're onto something here. They're basically also, do you know that dolphins are the only animals apart from I think primates. Yeah. That
Prime
practice
apes, they're monkeys you buy on Amazon.
that practice like masturbation with tools, and dolphins have
Pussy
been found
pocket.
dolphins have been found to not only be to put their noses up other dolphins' vaginas to fuck them, but they also do it with shells.
Well, they
And they
fucking
rape.
stick
They're
their dicks in others' blowholes.
Yeah,
They're actually disgusting.
Yeah.
I quite hate them.
I actually quite hate them as well. And do you know what I hate more than dolphins is the pink ones, because they look like raw meat.
Yeah,
And
they
they've
look
got
like
them weird-
cocks.
Yeah. They really look like a sort of like they look like baby dildos.
Question.
Baby dildos? Okay, well, let's go over that. I meant like a, not a dildo of a baby.
Or
but
for
more-
a baby.
Oh, God. It just gets worse. Continuing.
How many to the closest 100,
Yeah.
how many animal-related sex crimes do you think have happened in Switzerland last year?
423.
Try 1,709.
Oh, my God. And you make up for how many of them?
1,708. Andreas Ruttimann, a legal expert,
Rutty man.
said he was particularly concerned about cases involving horses.
Yeah.
He told the local newspaper that zoophiles, people sexually fixated with animals, were implicated in almost 10% of the equine-related cases. A total of 105 cases of animal cruelty to horses were registered last year, up considerably from previous years, but probably below the actual number of incidents.
Maybe-
And apparently there are up to 10,000 people in Switzerland predisposed to zoophilia.
That is fucking gross.
In my mind, Switzerland is probably one of the cleanest, most like
Check them hard drives, though.
vibey, like
Vibey.
you've got the Alps, you've got, there's like all those grassy meadows, those cows running around, but they were just fucking the fucking animals. 1,709 reported.
In 1 year.
Yeah.
That's like 3 a day. It's like, that's fucking crazy.
And that, my friend, is quick maths.
That is fucking crazy. I can't really wrap my head around that, if I'm honest. But
If you had to have sex with an animal,
I
not the ones that we normally do, like if it was sexy, but like if you actually like, I want
if I have to have sex with an animal,
an animal that you can get to easily.
it would probably be like it would probably be something that was like normal, like more human size. So that it felt
Monkey.
like, when it's like people fuck, there was the men that fucked the monitor lizard.
No.
What? Oh, you didn't hear about this?
No.
Around the time of
Swiss.
No, worse. Around the time of the I Choose the Bear.
Yeah.
Because this was like commented on all of it. It was like there was like a group of like maybe like 8 or 9 men. I think.
Sorry, were they holding it down and like they'll tear your face off?
They drugged it.
Oh,
and then
so it's rape now as well.
They drugged it and gang raped a monitor lizard. It was in I think it was in India. And yeah, and they gang raped this monitor lizard. And then I went down.
Disgusting!
I went down this. God, our hangovers always turn so dark. I went down this like internet spiral of then people commenting and being like, oh, and this happened and this happened. And there was just like I read about 10 different articles of just like groups of men gang raping animals. And it was just like, I mean, maybe I'm wired.
I was going to say rather that than the ladies, but
wow, very unvegetarian of you.
Well, I actually still stand by it, but it's still gross.
It's still gross. The thing is, though, is like you don't know. There's something to me, and maybe this is deeply problematic. There's something to me that's sadder about gang raping an animal, because at least with a human, even though obviously this is not to in any way devalue how like awful and like traumatizing it is, at least there is people that have access to things that can help, they can get justice, they can speak up, they can get therapy, they can have like, and obviously that doesn't undo any of what's happened to them, but with an animal it's like they might just like go into the deepest, darkest depression and never be able to do anything about it. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
I kind of disagree, because I feel like an animal would just be like, what is this thing that's happening to me? They wouldn't have all of the thoughts of like,
well, no, because they'd be in distress. And an animal doesn't want to have sex with anything apart from that other animal.
You tell that to
Well, that's why they don't. Like, dogs only want to have sex with dogs.
You tell that to all those lipsticks rubbing up on legs. you drop a spoon and you've got fucking.
Yeah, and suddenly
Dido
Rovers pumping away at you like a tub of hummus. Oh, God.
We are nearly at the end, so let me do a little quick Dragula.
Oh, please.
Yeah, we had a bit of a crossover.
I haven't even seen it. A crossy.
Well, this week the theme was Dragula the musical. We had Alaska on because she's just finally released Drag the musical.
Finally!
Off Broadway. So she was a guest judge, and the task was to...
Also, quick intermission. Did you know that Violet and Gottmik now have a thing called the Deadly Doll Ball?
Well, I saw they had the 2 nights of it.
Yeah.
But is that just a Halloween thing, not a regular
I think they're
thing?
going to do it like Dragula. They're going to do it like every year.
What do you mean like Dragula? Is it a competition?
Dragula used to be on Halloween, a live show competition that people would enter.
But I'm saying, so is this a competition? I thought it was just a club night.
No, it's a ball.
Okay.
A ball.
Sorry. A ball. So, yeah, they split into 2 teams, a team of rats and a team of snakes, and they had to do a whole singing and a dancing. I'd want to be in the snake pit because that's with Asia Consent, who is my favourite, and I'm obsessed with her. Yeah. But very upsettingly, so at the end of the last episode, we didn't see who died on the electricity fence thing, but it turned out they both come back because Majesty has quit. Too much mental issues, not helped by old bloody Auntie Heroin telling him that he's a narcissist and disgusting.
Wow, what a fucking disappointing thing that you're like, wow, I've waited all this time and now someone's fucking with my head.
And it showed like footage of Majesty talking to the producers and stuff, and it's like bawling his eyes out, like so sad.
And isn't he back for the second time anyway?
Yeah, because it was meant to have like come back with new, like better attitude and stuff, but he weren't ready. So yeah, that's it basically. Quick rundown.
Wow, that's really sad. That's really left on a sour note.
Yeah, there was no horrible extermination. It was just a lip sync to a song by Dali, and then Vivi the Force got eliminated.
Dali is so fit, and I saw recently on Twitter that Dali used to be in a famous band. I can't remember who it was. They're like an alternative band, and I don't know whether our listeners, but I had, as someone that was a very, very present member on vampirefreaks.com.
VF.com.
Yeah, I did know who they were.
One of our customers on Etsy keeps...
Oh my God, tell the dolls.
Well, we've made like a big mullet wig for him before because he's in a band, and then he's told us before how he was in this like metal band in the 80s and they're touring again, but his hair, it just ain't got the stamina that it used to, girls. So we made him a wig, and now he wants another one. But
what wig did we make him to begin with?
just kind of like a blonde mullet-y thing.
Okay.
But now he's literally like, do you know that we were the original Motley Crue, and telling us how that they were meant to be booked for the original Monsters of Rock tour, but then Motley Crue got in because their manager didn't like the people and all this story.
And listeners, he looks exactly how you'd imagine him to look.
His name's Rocky Shades.
Rocky Shades, look him up.
But yeah, apparently he's in a famous band as well.
Dali was in a band called Blood on the Dance Floor, with the lead singer was someone called Davey Vanity, who was very famous on MySpace.
I feel like, do I recognise the name Blood on the Dance Floor, or am I thinking of Murder?
Maybe, but Davey Vanity was famous, and then he had a lot of sexual violence allegations. But as did Dali, so I guess we move.
Who doesn't? Next week, I want to talk to you about some freaky and weird phobias.
Really? Okay, I'll have a think about what all my freak. I used to have one very strong one, which I won't get into now, but I used to have one that was a recurring thing that I used to have every time I went to sleep when I was younger.
Is that a phobia or a dream?
Well, it was a phobia that turned into like an ongoing onslaught of terror each night.
I used to have a recurring
the same nightmare,
dream.
basically.
Yeah. Where I fell down a witch's cauldron, and it was kind of like, you know, in Alice in Wonderland when everything's kind of falling slowly and you could look at things.
Baby, save it for next week.
That's it.
Next week. Oh, okay. Right. Well, we thank you so much for supporting us as always. Thank you.
And the new people, thank you very much.
Yeah, our new subscribers. Let's just tell you a little secret from our ears is that we were like, wow, now that people are supporting us in such a fantastic way and it's so helpful, is that we were like, obviously after Drag Race is done, maybe we'll just continue doing the pod for the people that are...
Well, yeah, that's the whole point.
Well, it was kind of this. It was kind of like the idea of this was like, this is just like an added extra as a thank you, but like really you're supporting the divas for the queer art that we do. But obviously now we're like, hold up, we're coming straight into your private ears. This is quite central. This is quite intimate. I'm loving it. Yeah. So let's. But again, as always, get in the inbox on Truffle Pig Insta, or drop us an email on info@trufflepigwigs.co.uk. Tell us what you'd like to hear us talk about, because I know you girlies are listening. We see the stats. So tell us what you'd like us to talk about. Otherwise, it's just going to be us chatting away, and hopefully, probably high next time.
I've actually got a very long list of ideas to bring up for the Hangover. I think I've got like 18.
Wow. Okay. Right. Well, I guess we'll see you next week.
Yeah. See you next Tuesday,
you
babies.
girlies.
Bye.
I got a hangover. Whoa.